Hello, Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Jupiter in the North Node. This will be a message from Venus. This will be a love reading for you, Sagittarius. If you're keen to book me for a reading, my email will be found below. Let us tap in and talk to God, Sagittarius. Straight eye contact. I'm channeling straight eye contact. So eyes are portals into a person's mind or a person's heart, meaning looking into someone's eyes, you can already tell what they're feeling or thinking. It's human nature. Now, whether you get it right or wrong, we as humans, humankind have the ability to connect just by looking at each other's or into each other's eyes. Okay, so with that, I'm channeling that someone is trying to make something that's not deep. It's like when people experience you, they oftentimes have a hard time making sense of the dynamic you've shared with them. They take it in a way that's not what it really is. And you oftentimes have to then explain, no, that's not what it was. No, I didn't mean it like that. Nah, that's not what I meant. I didn't say it like that. That's not what it is though. You have to explain, and explain. And it gets tiring, but it took you time to not care. So those that are trying to, or those that don't understand you, is because they're not in the wavelength or frequency or timeline or vibration to align with you like that. It's not the same. We have the Four of Cups. To say you don't care about anyone that you've left behind in the past is an understatement. You don't even care that they exist type energy. But you have no idea how sentimental people have become over the past few years because of the changes in your life. All of a sudden, so and so feels a different way. It's not the same anymore. Really? Okay. If you were not in your elements, you would have fallen for the tricks. But you were always, even within the midst of an enemy, however close, you were aware to a certain degree until God confirmed all the truth of their identity. But there was always that something in you that looked at something out of sorts or someone because you understood. It was in your subconscious already until God brought it out. Illumination, right? Like people have done unspeakable things, Sagittarius, in hopes to stand in the way of what is meant to be in your life. Over the years, you've learned to not take it personally, because if you were to, it would really affect you. But because you don't take it personally, it doesn't affect you at all. You've now understood it's just a part of the territory. It's a part of your identity and the path you're on. Back then, you didn't see it like that because things weren't clear until they were, until God reciprocated the energy you sent out. Difference is, a lot of people didn't see it coming, but you already knew in you because you've always been led. You've always been guided, divine intervention. It's always been inside of you. All your decisions and choices aligned you to where you are now. You've always seen, you were never asleep. You just had to go through that. God wants us to go through the blindness, the sleep phase, where we fall into it. He allows, just fall into it, so that we see for ourselves. And then when he takes us out of it, we understand the game of life differently. The matrix has lost its grip on every inch of your DNA. You fully awakened again. Because like I said, you were never asleep. It was a predestined sleeping phase. It was God's plan for that to happen. Stop standing in the way of that bite. Oh, that's right, you didn't. It's these people. They try to, at least. Because they're still very much deep in a subconscious of sin and impurity. Not because of, oh, this is what's right or wrong, but because of the fact that they're very bad people. They're touched that you don't show up the same. It's not you, quote unquote. Like I said, these are just people that refuse to accept that they left behind. Like they're nothing to you. Stranger danger. It's like literally meaningless, pointless, nothing there, empty. And you're not looking back. You never will. It never will be that. Okay, Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and the North Node. This was your message from Venus. This was a love reading. To those who are keen to book me for a reading, you'll find my email down below. Goodbye, Sagittarius.